Imagine this. You've worked so hard, prepared everything, and are ready to step into a foreign land to chase your dreams, only to be turned away or treated like you don't belong. It's not just heartbreaking, it's infuriating. In 2025, some countries are making it crystal clear that Filipinos are not as welcome as before. From harsh immigration laws to policies that put locals first, these places are raising serious red flags for our kababayans. Why are these nations turning cold on us? What's happening behind the scenes? And most importantly, how can you avoid wasting your time, money, and effort? Stick around because this list isn't just shocking, it's a wake-up call. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button for updates that could change your future plans. 8. Australia. Australia has always been a dream destination for Filipinos, known for its high wages, better work opportunities, and strong Filipino community. But in 2025, the dream might not be as bright. The Australian government is tightening its skilled migration policies, prioritizing locals over foreign workers. Visa approvals are becoming tougher, job sponsorships are decreasing, and the selection process for residency is getting more competitive. Adding to this, economic concerns and job security fears are reducing hiring rates for overseas workers. While Filipinos have thrived in sectors like healthcare, aged care, and hospitality, these jobs are now being given to Australians first. And let's not forget the cultural aspect. Adapting to Australia's fast-paced, independent lifestyle can be a challenge for new arrivals. For many Filipinos, this means struggling to assimilate, find stable jobs, and afford the high cost of living. If you're planning to move to Australia, think twice. 2025 is shaping up to be a tough year for migrants. The growing anti-immigration sentiment is also affecting Filipino workers. Rising housing costs, inflation, and job market saturation mean that Australia is becoming more selective about who they let in. Even if you qualify for a visa, job security is not guaranteed, and layoffs are becoming more common in industries that used to be friendly to migrant workers. 7. Malaysia. Malaysia has always been a convenient choice for Filipinos, but by 2025, this neighboring country might not feel as welcoming. The Malaysian government is cracking down on foreign workers, enforcing stricter immigration controls, and preferring locals over expats. Many industries that once relied on overseas workers like retail, manufacturing, and domestic work are now facing major restrictions. For kababayans, this means fewer job openings, tougher work permit approvals, and an overall unwelcoming environment. Tensions between local workers and foreign employees have also increased discrimination and job insecurity. Even though there is a large Filipino community in Malaysia, the evolving economic and political climate makes it harder for new arrivals to settle. Cost of living is also rising, and Filipino workers are struggling to maintain a stable income. Employers are now being required to prioritize hiring Malaysian citizens, leaving foreign workers at a disadvantage. If you were considering Malaysia as your next work destination, you might want to rethink your plans before it's too late. Additionally, the Malaysian government has been conducting frequent crackdowns on illegal workers, leading to the deportation of many undocumented migrants. This creates a more hostile environment for Filipinos who might be working on short-term contracts or looking for better opportunities. 6. Qatar. For years, Qatar has been a land of opportunity for Filipinos working in construction, healthcare, and hospitality. But in 2025, doors are closing. The Qatari government is cutting down on foreign labor, enforcing strict labor reforms and favoring locals over expats. The once abundant jobs for overseas workers are now disappearing. Why? Qatar is reducing its dependence on foreign workers to boost its local workforce. The labor laws are becoming stricter, making contract renewals and new visas harder. The government is increasing job opportunities for Qatari citizens to tackle unemployment. On top of this, Qatar's high cost of living and the lack of long-term settlement options make it difficult for Filipinos to establish a secure future there. The government is also imposing higher salary requirements for visa sponsorship, making it difficult for employers to justify hiring foreign workers over locals. If you've ever thought about working in Qatar, 2025 might not be the best time to take that risk. The country is making it clear that foreign workers will have fewer opportunities, and competition for the remaining jobs will be fiercer than ever. 5. Japan. Japan has always been a top choice for Filipinos, but in 2025 the road to success is getting narrower. Despite its aging population and demand for foreign workers, Japan is tightening its immigration policies. Work visas are harder to secure, and the country is favoring applicants with higher language proficiency and specific skill sets. The biggest challenge? Cultural barriers. Japan's work culture is intense, with long hours, strict rules, and high expectations. Filipinos who don't speak fluent Japanese struggle to integrate and often face workplace discrimination. Japan is also implementing stricter requirements for long-term residency, making it difficult for Filipino workers to settle permanently. The government's emphasis on robotics and automation is also reducing the demand for foreign labor in industries where Filipinos once thrived. While Japan remains a land of opportunity, 2025 will bring new obstacles for those hoping to work and live there. If you're not fully prepared, you could find yourself struggling with job security and high living costs. 4. South Korea. South Korea has been a favorite for OFWs, but the doors are slowly closing. With increased automation and economic shifts, fewer jobs are available for foreign workers. Work visas, especially for factory, construction, and service workers, are becoming harder to obtain. Employers are prioritizing Korean citizens due to government incentives to reduce reliance on migrant labor. On top of that, high living costs and language barriers make South Korea a challenging place for Filipinos. Even those already working there find it difficult to renew contracts or secure long-term employment. If you're considering South Korea, prepare for stricter immigration rules and tougher job competition in 2025. 3. United Kingdom. The UK has long been a popular destination for Filipino nurses, caregivers, and hospitality workers. But things are changing. In 2025, the British government is implementing new immigration restrictions to curb dependence on foreign workers. Visa sponsorships are becoming harder to obtain, and salary thresholds are increasing, making it difficult for Filipinos to qualify. Moreover, the cost of living crisis in the UK means that even those who get jobs struggle to afford housing, healthcare, and daily expenses. With fewer job openings and stricter requirements, Filipinos must rethink their UK plans before making the big move. 2. Canada. Canada has been a top choice for Filipinos due to its strong economy, high wages, and welcoming policies. But things are shifting. In 2025, Canada is limiting immigration numbers due to economic concerns and housing shortages. The government is tightening requirements for work permits and permanent residency, prioritizing skilled workers with Canadian experience over new applicants. For Filipinos hoping to move, this means tougher competition, higher qualification standards, and longer processing times. The cost of living in cities like Toronto and Vancouver is also skyrocketing, making it harder for newcomers to settle. Even those who qualify for permanent residency face fewer job opportunities and increased expenses. If you've been dreaming of starting a life in Canada, 2025 could be a challenging year to make the move. The immigration system is becoming more selective, so having a job offer, strong credentials, and financial stability is more important than ever. 1. United States. The U.S. has always been a land of opportunity for Filipinos, but immigration policies are tightening. In 2025, the U.S. government is increasing restrictions on work visas and green cards, making it harder for Filipinos to migrate. Policies favoring American workers over foreign laborers are causing visa denials and longer processing times. Even Filipinos with existing visas are facing difficulties. Some industries are seeing layoffs, fewer job openings, and stricter sponsorship rules. The H-1B visa, widely used by skilled workers, is becoming even more competitive, and family-based immigration is slowing down. On top of that, rising costs of living, healthcare, and housing make it harder for immigrants to establish a stable life in the U.S. For those planning to move, the American dream is now a tougher reality. Only the most prepared applicants will succeed. Kabayan, what do you think about this list? Have you or someone you know faced immigration struggles in these countries? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe, because staying informed is the first step to securing your future.